And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. It's been almost a full week since a cyber attack at one of the nation's largest healthcare companies. The hack at Change Healthcare is leaving patients frustrated as pharmacies struggle to fill prescriptions. Right now, some pharmacies aren't able to receive electronic prescriptions. Some pharmacies are also having a hard time applying insurance to the cost of medications, which would really put people in a hole. Joining us to talk about it is cybersecurity expert Patrick Jones. So how did we get here? Exactly what happened? What did the hackers do?
Absolutely. So there's a ransomware gang by the name of Alpha V Black Cat, right? And what they do is they go out and they go about cyber warfare, essentially. And right now what they're doing is they have a strategic effort to take down our healthcare system. And what they've done is they've gone out to CVS and they essentially, it's called a distributed denial of service attack, a DDoS attack, which can also be an application-based layer attack. So what happens is if you clog the airways, essentially, of the internet, and now a pharmacy cannot interact with a hospital, well, you now have no way to then go and secure a prescription. And if you can't secure a prescription, that's problematic because now we're talking about U.S. citizens' lives at risk.
Right.
And potentially death, right? Because they don't have their medicine that they need.
And you call this a game. So what is their end game to all of this?
Well, so
just to cause confusion?
Absolutely, to wreak havoc. In addition to that, you can steal money. It's called ransomware. So if I shut down your particular website and I have this security key, if you will, for all the viewers out there, and I'm the only individual that has the security key, and you have to now pay me a ransom in order for me to now unlock your system, your website, your applications, whatever it is that you use to do and conduct business.
Now, we have cyber units with the federal government, FBI, and other federal agencies. Why aren't they able to find these individuals and stop them? So
we can. Believe it or not, we have extremely intelligent individuals right now working around the clock, both FBI and the private practice as well, securing organizations, securing our healthcare, securing our critical infrastructure, okay? However, it's kind of reactive because right now we have a small problem. That small problem is there's more cybersecurity jobs than there are graduates from, major universities. So that's a problem right there, which causes us to now in the cyber field to be a bit more reactive instead of proactive. However, there are proactive measures out there for us to take from a cyber stance to then go in, secure your critical assets, secure your network, secure your core infrastructure. There's organizations out there that enable you to do that.
And criminals are always thinking around the clock. Is there any way you can save proof or protect your company from something like this? Obviously, you can buy some software, you can hire somebody like you, but still, criminals are thinking around the clock to get around every barrier that you may put up.
Sure. So, unfortunately, we have to sleep here in the U.S. And you have cyber criminals that are in China, that are in Russia, that don't sleep, right? Well-organized organizations that are solely attacking the U.S. infrastructure, U.S. organizations. 100%, there are things that you can do from a security stance to ensure that, A, there's no vulnerabilities.
And really quick, give us one or two of those things before we run out of time here.
Yes, number one, you can do a pen test, a penetration test, which is then going to test all of your core infrastructure, your network, your application layers, ensure that there's no vulnerabilities that someone can come in and sift information or steal information, right? That's number one. Number two, you can then A, educate your end users. You must educate your end users. You're only as strong as your weakest link, and the human element, no matter how you look at it, is going to be the weakest link. So there's security awareness training, there's that teachable moment, and that's something that you must do.
All right, Patrick, thank you for joining us here on The Factor and your valuable information. Still ahead tonight, criminals hustling backwards. Video shows them ruining their own scheme. We talk about that next. Stick around for The Factor Uncensored.